Welcome to www.theaustraliantest.com, your trusted resource for Australian citizenship test preparation with 12 years of experience. In this video, we will present 20 unique multiple-choice questions drawn directly from the official guide, Australian Citizenship, Our Common Bond. Each question comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please do not skip and watch continuously for the best learning experience. Do not forget to share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started.
Question 1. What is the minimum age to work in Medicare? Option A, 21 years. Option B, 18 years. Option C, 25 years. Option D, 15 years. The correct answer is 18 years. Explanation: if you are an Australian citizen, you can apply to join the Australian Public Service and work for the Australian government. For example, in Centrelink Medicare or the Australian Taxation Office at the age of 18. Question 2. What is royal assent? Option A, when Queen signs a bill into law. Option B, when the Prime Minister signs a bill into law. Option C, when the Governor-General signs a bill into law. Option D, when the King signs a bill into law. The correct answer is when the Governor-General signs a bill into law. Explanation: when the Governor-General signs a bill, it becomes a law. This is called royal assent. Question 3. Where did the early free settlers in Australia come from? Option A, Great Britain and Ireland. Option B, Africa. Option C, France and Ireland. Option D, Great Britain and France. The correct answer is Great Britain and Ireland. Explanation: early free settlers were from Great Britain and Ireland. Question 4. What is the government system where citizens freely choose representatives to govern called? Option A, dictatorship. Option B, democracy. Option C, autocracy. Option D, monarchy. The correct answer is democracy. Explanation: Australia is a democracy. A democracy is a system of government in which citizens freely choose representatives to govern the country and make laws on their behalf. Question 5. What does the yellow circle on the Australian Aboriginal flag represent? Option A, the golden wattle. Option B, the daffodils. Option C, the sun. Option D, the land. The correct answer is the sun. Explanation: the Australian Aboriginal flag's yellow circle represents the sun. Question 6. Must you obey the laws of other countries when you are there? Option A, true. Option B, false. Option C, it depends on the country. Option D, only if you're a citizen. The correct answer is true. Explanation: when in another country, you must obey the laws of that country. Question 7. What is true about Torres Strait Islanders? Option A, they do not have a distinct cultural identity. Option B, they have a distinct cultural identity. Option C, they are not from islands north of Queensland. Option D, they are the same as Aboriginal Australians. The correct answer is They have a distinct cultural identity. Explanation: Torres Strait Islanders are from islands to the north of Queensland. They have a distinct cultural identity. Question 8. Can Australian citizens seek help from Australian officials while overseas? Option A. No, they cannot ask for help from Australian officials. Option B. Australian officials only help non-citizens overseas. Option C. Yes, they can ask for help from Australian officials. Option D. Help is only available in certain countries. The correct answer is yes, they can ask for help from Australian officials. Explanation: in many countries, Australia has an embassy, high commission, or consulate, while overseas, Australian citizens can ask for help from an official in times of need. Question 9. Which of these is the Australian government responsible for? Option A, bridges. Option B, taxation. Option C, schools. Option D, forestry. The correct answer is taxation. Explanation: the Australian government is responsible for taxation. Question 10. What aspect of the economy is the Australian government responsible for? Option A, local business regulations. Option B, national economic management. Option C, state budgets. Option D, municipal development. The correct answer is national economic management. Explanation: the Australian government is responsible for national economic management. Question 11. What is another name for the Senate? Option A, the House of Representatives. Option B, the upper house. Option C, the lower house. Option D, the House of Executive. The correct answer is the upper house. Explanation: the Senate is sometimes called the upper house, the House of Review, or the state's house. Question 12, which statement about migration in the early 20th century is incorrect? Option A, population doubled in number. Option B, migration levels rose and fell. Option C, British migrants were actively encouraged to settle. Option D, migration patterns were consistent. The correct answer is population doubled in number. Explanation: throughout the first half of the 20th century, migration levels rose and fell. There were programs to actively encourage British migrants to settle here, and many did. Question 13. What do the green stripes in the Torres Strait Islander flag symbolize? Option A, land. Option B, people. Option C, sea. Option D, sun. The correct answer is land. Explanation: the green stripes represent the land. Question 14. Where was gold first discovered in Australia in 1851? Option A, New South Wales and South Australia. Option B, New South Wales and Queensland. Option C, New South Wales and Victoria. Option D, Victoria and South Australia. The correct answer is New South Wales and Victoria. Explanation: in 1851, Gold was discovered in the colonies of New South Wales and Victoria. People from all around the world came to these colonies to try their luck at making a fortune. Question 15. On what date is Anzac Day observed in Australia? Option A, 15th April. Option B, 5th April. Option C, 12th April. Option D, 25th April. The correct answer is 25th April. Explanation: Anzac Day is observed on 25 April each year. It is named after the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, which landed at Gallipoli in Turkey during World War I on 25 April 1915. Question 16. Which is the largest state in Australia? Option A, Western Australia. Option B, Queensland. Option C, South Australia. Option D, New South Wales. The correct answer is Western Australia. Explanation: Western Australia is the largest state. The east of the state is mostly desert, while the southwest is a rich agricultural and wine-growing area. Question 17. Who is Australia's head of state? Option A, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Option B, the King of Australia. Option C, the President of the United States. Option D, the Governor General. The correct answer is the King of Australia. Explanation: Australia's head of state is the King of Australia, currently His Majesty King Charles III. Question 18. What is one responsibility of local government? Option A, defense. Option B, forestry. Option C, rubbish collection. Option D, police. The correct answer is rubbish collection. Explanation: local governments and the Australian Capital Territory government are responsible for rubbish collection. Question 19. What is the name of the British flag that appears on the Australian national flag? Option A, the Commonwealth Star. Option B, the Union Jack. Option C, the Southern Cross. Option D, the Western Cross. The correct answer is the Union Jack. Explanation: the flag of the United Kingdom, known as the Union Jack, is in the top left corner of the Australian national flag. The flag represents our history of British settlement. Question 20. In which year was gold discovered in the colonies of Victoria and New South Wales? Option A, 1981. Option B, 1851. Option C, 1751. Option D, 1801. The correct answer is 1851. Explanation: in 1851, gold was discovered in the colonies of New South Wales and Victoria.
Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your Australian citizenship test. Remember to check out www.theaustraliantest.com for more free resources and practice tests. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful content. Good luck on your journey to Australian citizenship.